Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, sir. So you are here with us today to clear the hair about this allegation that you are promoting hate messages of the Biafrans on social media. You know, some of the Biafrans called me since you have been appearing on this program discussing about Biafrans. So they called me. Some of them contacted me on my Facebook profile saying that I should not listen to you, that you are just there to promote the hate messages of the Biafrans. So, can you clear the hair about this allegation?
Now, let me first start by saying that the topic you have chosen today is a very, very intriguing one. We will try as much as possible to navigate through its complexities to arrive at a mutual understanding between those who even want to understand my standpoint. First and foremost, the word hate simply means
Mm.
an intense dislike for something. So, do I have an intense dislike for Igbos? You know, I've been trying to wrap my head around the idea that I, Magnus Oraka, hate Igbo. It's misplaced. It's really, really misplaced. Do I hate Igbos? If you give me that question directly, as it sounds, I will immediately answer certainly not. Certainly not. And believe me, I'm not trying to be political here. I'm not trying to be politically correct. However, let me um, toe the line of history. Let me go through history. Let me tell you where all these things started. First and foremost, I was born in the north. Everything about me is enough. In fact, the fact that I could speak my father tongue is because my father and mother spoke the language to me. I didn't have the Warri street life or the Urobo street life or the Delta street life. I grew up in the north. In fact, my mannerism, my thought process, everything about me is shaped by the environment of the north. I've lived in Kaduna, I've lived in Adamawa, I've lived in Borno, I've lived in every part of the north except Sokoto and Zamfara. Every other place you name in the north. When I say live, I'm not talking about just passing through. I've actually stayed there. So when I came into Facebook, my friend request has always been 5,000. And before the advent of Buhari, my Facebook profile had 5,000, and over 90% of those friends were Hausas. And I also schooled in the University of Maiduguri. I'm a graduate of University of Maiduguri. So when the election of Buhari came,
Mhm.
I saw that the ideology that was pursuing bringing Buhari into power was purely religious based and regional based. They not wanted power at all costs. It didn't care whether Goodluck Jonathan was good or not.
Mm.
So what really got me angry was that a friend of mine in school, I will withhold the name, said something in Hausa. I was a member of one group on Facebook, and he said something. He said something on Facebook, and the statement was, "Yaya aka yi har an bar arne ya zama shugaban kasa." So when I heard that statement, the statement simply means, "Yaya aka yi har an bar arne shugaban kasa." You understand me? I just told you it's okay. You see the move on. When I heard the statement,
Can you
I
translate?
did like this.
Can you translate what that
I would
means?
do that. Yaya aka yi har an bar arne ya zama shugaban kasa simply means, how did it become that we allowed an infidel to become a president of Nigeria? And the person who made that statement was my classmate. He is now a professor. I got so angry and bitter that, irrespective of how much education that people are perceived that should see things on a broad intellectual perspective, still could reduce their mental thoughts to be the same as that of the shoe shiner on the street, I got very angry. So I went into my Facebook and started deleting most of my northern friends because I felt majority of them share the same sentiments of this man who believed that the crime of Buhari, the crime of Goodluck Jonathan was simply because he was a Christian. So I started unfriending
Mm.
every house. By this time, I never had any relationship with Igbos. I never had any relationship with Yorubas. My friends were mostly Hausa. In fact, my existence till when I was 53 or 52 were mostly Hausas. So I understand them. I know what they think. I know how they think. I know how they behave. So I started sending friend. When I deleted all my friend requests, I started sending friend requests to any name. If I see Chukuma, Okay, Nnamdi, Kanu, Chinyere, I started sending friends requests to them
Mm.
because I felt then the need to now identify with my brothers overwhelmed me. Started sending friend requests to Olaniyi, Nekpe, Osazebo, everything, anything south.
Mm.
So that was when I started making videos against the Buhari government. So because I was making the Buhari government, I didn't know what IPOB represented. I didn't know what they represented. So because they saw me as somebody who was against the Buhari government, they immediately thought I was an automatic candidate for them. So basically, most time I had a page then where they were encouraging me to join IPOB, join IPOB. And at one point, they felt to prove that I was really fighting for the South. And hey, thank God I remember this. At one point, they felt for me to prove I was actually fighting for the South, I should join IPOB. Me too, ignorant I was as I was, I felt okay to prove truly I was sincere in my fight for the South. I now started joining. I decided to join IPOB. I joined IPOB. When I joined IPOB, they read the oath for me. I was a little bit uncomfortable with the oath because as intellectually endowed as I am, I noticed that the oath had Nnamdi Kanu's name mentioned about 5 times. And there was a particular place in that oath that suggested if you betray the cause of Biafra, your family will die, your father will die, you will die. So I saw that the oath in itself were too intense and far-reaching. So I now felt because I was convinced then that I was sincere. I didn't have any ulterior motive, but to protect myself, I now also told them that this oath I am taking is a two-way street because it can't be if I betray you. What if IPOB betrays me? So I took the oath that if I betray IPOB, let this oath works. If IPOB betrays me, let it also work against them. So it was on that understanding I took that oath. So when I came in, hold on. When I came in, I was talking. These same people who said I hate Igbos or I hate Biafra or I hate this thing were one of my biggest fans. They all loved me because I was constantly singing a narrative that painted the Fulani and the Buhari government in a negative light. And anybody who paints Fulani and Buhari in negative light is automatically their friend. So the friendship lasted for quite some months. Now, because I joined IPOB, I attended 2 meetings to be precise. I now realized that I started sensing things. Everything was about Igbo, 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 Igbo. And I said, I thought you said Biafra was an all-inclusive ideology. So why are we talking? Why is everything Igbo? When I go to Biafra, Radio Biafra London, the one that Nnamdi Kanu addresses everybody from, I saw that the intro music was always Igbo music. And I said that if indeed you want this, is Biafra is indeed an all-inclusive ideology, why don't you play, one day I will just come in and I hear Urobo music, I will hear Edo music, I will hear Ijaw music. Why is it that every time Nnamdi Kanu comes on air, the intro music that plays before he talks is always Igbo, Igbo? So over time, I started seeing that everything about the Biafra struggle in its structure was Igbo. They will tell you that, no, what about George Oyinbe? George Oyinbe is not from the southeast, he's from the southwest, but he's from the Igbo speaking part of the south. You get me? So every day somebody called me one day and said that I should stop mentioning on my program that I am an Urobo man, that I should start saying that I am an Igbo man. And I'm like, why should I jettison my heritage because I joined a supposedly liberation movement? What they didn't know was I was a diehard Urobo man. That was where the problem started. I was a diehard Urobo man who was unwilling to jettison his heritage and embrace the Igbo ideology that was being sold to me. And it got even irritating to some of these Biafra advocates that my name is Oraka. For about a year, they debate that my name Oraka originates from the Igbo speaking people. I tried as much as possible to explain that the name Oraka is 2 syllables, Ora in Urobo, meaning from Aka, means Benin. We refer to people from Benin as Aka. Ihoraka, that means people from Benin. Ore Boko, that's from the left. Ori Benin. So my grandfather, whose name I'm bearing is Oraka, he is a merchant of palm oil, of palm produce. So he takes palm oil to Benin and sell. So he spends most time in Benin than he spends in my village. So sometimes when people want to refer to him, they say that one don't dash Benin people. So
Oraka.
that was how the name stuck with him. So when they say where they go, Orakana, when we Orakana, that's go to the house of that one, that Benin one, when we don't dash Benin people. So that was how the name stuck with him. So Oraka is the one who dash Benin person. It has nothing to do with Oraka. The crowd is great, or whatever they told me. I tried and told you that the fact that my name has a similarity with an explanation with something in your language does not automatically make me an Igbo man. I tried to also tell them that, look, that I'm an Urobo man doesn't necessarily mean that I cannot coexist with the Igbo man. But it must be in an environment where there is mutual respect, where there is equality and there is fairness. Now, because of the small time I spent with IPOB, I realized that the ideology that they have propagated has no space for equality and fairness. That is why I now came up with the conclusion that IPOB is a group of Igbo supremacists that is pursuing an Igbo expansionist ideology, subtly coined as Biafra. In other words, Biafra is an Igbo expansionist ideology. So where it really got heated, that this whole idea that I hate Igbos came from, was when I was listening to Nnamdi Kanu one day, where he said that he has power to decide who lives and who dies. When I heard that thing, I said, God, I have put myself in a terrible place. Time to withdraw myself. When somebody now believes that he has the power to determine who lives and who dies, where to destroy and where not to destroy, I said, no. I've mistakenly joined myself in a place that is not good. Then one day again, he said that Christianity, all pastors, Yoruba pastors, these pastors, that Christianity. So when I saw him attacking Christianity, I felt really bad because at that point I believed religion is a belief system. Religion stems from man having exposed himself from the variables that life brings to his focus. He now forms a mental stature that can absorb and interpret this life's variable in a way that his mind can understand. Therefore, he now selects the type of religion that conforms with how he has understands this life's variable. This is why I now believe there is Christianity, there is Islam. So I told them
Mr.
that it is
Raka,
wrong. Okay.
Mr. Raka, they called
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
from Biafrans. They called me, and
Okay.
the number one complaint was that they gave you some money, and that they gave you a
Okay.
lot of money during, I don't know, the beginning when you joined the group. So they gave you
Okay.
some money, and it was that money that motivated you to join them at that time. Now that they stopped giving you money, so they, yeah, you know that
No,
you
it's
they
a
have
good
told you
thing.
before, yeah.
Yeah. I'm very oh God, thank you. May God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Because I completely forgot this aspect. Now, this money aspect that they have been trying to brandish with the sole intention to sell the idea that Magnus Oraka is just came into IPOB because of the money inducement. Let me clear this money aspect. When I came into IPOB, I think among all the activists that have come on air, I am the only activist whose ideology, whose teachings, the ones I have taught 3 years ago, people are still bringing it and circulating it till today. At one point in time, they felt the rate at which I was going, people will now start listening to me more. Okay, before I get to that, the money aspect, let me tell you how the money came in. Sometimes I will make a video, before 30 minutes, I already have 30,000 views. At one point in time, I had over 45,000 followers. People will pick my videos and spread on YouTube. I don't care, because I was passionate about contributing my knowledge for posterity to hear. So somebody will call me and say, Mr. Oraka, I saw your video. You are very good. How are you doing this? Wait. Then I will tell the person, I say, look, I am living in the north. I have issues with the north who are angry with me that I have jettisoned them and I'm embracing the Igbos. It's not easy living in the north here with this political activism that I'm doing. I have to pay rent, I have to pay school fees, I have to do many things. I don't know, don't worry. Send me account. I will check my account, somebody will give me money. Now, what I didn't know was that maybe the money was being given to me for me to not sell a narrative that best suits the ideology of IPOB. What they also didn't know was that my conscience does not sway for money. Now, there was no time whatsoever that IPOB as an organization, please, let me make this black and white. There was no time that IPOB as an organization gave me money. Rather, it was
Individual,
people,
individual.
individuals, out of sheer appreciation and admiration for my prowess of intelligence, that endeared them to say, wow, you're doing a fantastic job by the way you are reasoning. Let me assist you. And when you say you're going to assist me, there's no way I'm going to say no. Even now, Nekpe, if you say after this program, based on the way I have performed on this program, you are going to bring my account, I will send my account. But where it went wrong was the fact that because I now fell out with them, they now went ahead to start posting evidence of these transfers on social. Okay, now there was one other episode that they were using, thinking that they will bring me down. There was one rally we did in Edo, in Delta State. At that point, I was still believing that there's a possibility to unite Igbos and their neighbors. That was what drove me, because I felt it was the disunity of Igbos and their neighbors that the North, and I still believe that. I still believe that till tomorrow. It was the disunity of the Igbos and their neighbors and Yoruba that is encouraging the Northern cabal to encroach on us.
But
So
Mr.
in order to
Raka,
stop, okay, no,
Miss-
let me drop this point. When I did that rally, it was not IPOB that the money was 760,000 naira. It was not IPOB that contributed that money. It was a group that we formed, and the name of that group was Eastern Unity Forum. That group now decided, it was a group, and the ideology of that group was to unite the entire South, Southeast. That's Edo, Midwest, South, and Igbo. Let's all come together and jettison this idea that one is superior to another, or one is superior to another tribe. It was an idea that was aimed at fostering equilibrium among all ethnicities in the South. So those who believed in that ideology were those who contributed that money. And there's record that show that I actually went to Delta State, Abraka to be Eku to be precise, and we did that rally, and it was a success. We had a video where I held, Magnus Oraka, I held the hand of an Igbo man, I held the hand of an Ijaw man, the Ijaw man held the hand of Robo man, the Robo held the hand of an Edo man, and we all told the world that we are one.
Mr. Raka.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
even though you know at the beginning, before you swear the oath, that this group is an ethnic oriented group, you decided to join the group.
No. Okay, now let me get one thing straight. I started this program by telling you that even though I'm an Urobo man, I am more northern than Urobo. Because if you have a child, you have children, right? Sorry, let me quickly ask you. Do you have children?
Yes, I'm a mother.
Did you give birth to them abroad?
Yes,
you gave them. Okay. Now, to you, your children are from Edo, but the children grew up where you are. So everything about those children, the orientation they have, their mind thought, the thought of your children, and I think you are from Canada. Is it Canada? I don't know where, Netherlands, or I don't know where is it exactly. Where are you staying? Okay.
I stay in Canada, Toronto.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Toronto, Canada. Now, other children of your neighbor who are not necessarily Nigerians, your children and those children have the same orientation because they all grew up in the same environment, irrespective of whether their mother is Edo, or their father is Edo, or their father is Toronto. So this is where you should look at me from.
You are in Nigeria. You are in Nigeria.
Hold on. No. You ask me a question. Let me answer it the way I want to answer it. I grew up in the North. I am 54 years old, and those 54 years old have been living in the North. So you be unfair to me to believe that I know how the Igbo man think, or I know how the Edo man think, or I know how even my own Urobo. It will be unfair for you to believe that I know how the Urobo man think. Now, when I joined the Urobo, when I joined IPOB, I was looking at IPOB from the same perspective a typical Hausa man will also look at IPOB. But because the blood in me, the fact that my father is South, my mother is South, I know that when the chips come down, my identity is from the South. Therefore, I felt there's a need to break myself away from the orientation of the North and cling to my root, which is the South. That was what endeared me to join. Now, I also told you that there were people who were calling me to say that, to prove that my rantings then against the caliphate was real, I should join IPOB. The mistake, please underline the word mistake. The mistake that I did was not to be patient enough to study IPOB and where they stood. That was the mistake I did. If I had calmed down, maybe took 1-2 months to study them and realize that, because at one point I was telling them, I said that when somebody comes out and say that he is fighting for liberation, the emphasis is on the people. But when I joined IPOB, I realized that the emphasis was Nnamdi Kanu, to the point that they were singing holy, holy, and giving him absurd titles such as holy, holy, supreme leader, everything and everything. One even called me and said that Nnamdi Kanu is more intelligent than I am. And I said, why? What brings about intelligence here? Somebody must lead. But when are you saying that because Nnamdi Kanu is a leader, automatically no one can caution him? No one can say, bro, chill. This aspect that you are doing is wrong. Are you saying that when we have Biafra, people will not have a right to practice Islam? People will not have a right to practice Hinduism? When a struggle foretells you that your choice will be determined by somebody, not even a people yet, oh, somebody who is not in Nigeria, I now felt that I joined a very, very terrible group. Because from the beginning, they were already telling me that my choice is already going to be fashioned by a narrative sold by only one man. Now, there is one thing they told me. They will tell me that in the new Biafra, every region will control their wealth. Every region will be this, they will be that, they will be that. And I told them, I said, okay, it's okay. What you have said is a good thing. Every region will control their wealth. But wouldn't it be better that these regions at least contribute something? How do you form a country or a struggle where you have said that by default, I am a member of that Biafra. By default of the map you have drawn, I am Biafran. But in that Biafran, I have not contributed any input as to how that Biafra will look like. What I have is a group of Igbo people who sat down and called themselves IPOB and called themselves and said that they are fighting for an Igbo expansionist group that is otherwise called Biafra, and say that this is how their Biafra is going to be like, where we don't have the input of the Joma, we don't have the input of the Edoma, we don't have the input of the Roboma, we don't have the input of everybody. And the fact that I dared, please, capital letter, the fact that I dared to question this anomaly, I am tagged a saboteur. Now, as at the time I decided to see that this group is not what I should join, they've not even graduated to the point whereby they actually cut off people's penises or behead people or bomb people's houses or attack police.
How long did you stay in the group before you exited?
3 months.
Okay, you didn't stay that much.
3 months. In fact, the 3 months was too long for me, because from the first day I attended the meeting, I immediately saw it was an ethnic. I saw it was a cultural group. The first day I went was a cultural group. There was no idea to absorb other people. There was no idea that, okay, because there are other people, let us change the dialect to a language that everybody should understand.
Okay,
when you attend a meeting and somebody shouts Ibokwenu and doesn't recognize the Urobo man that is there and say Urobo Wado, it clearly shows that is a macrocosm of what's going to happen. Because there's not a consciousness to even realize that somebody is in that meeting that is not of the same dialect with you. And you tell me that Biafra is not an Igbo ideology, but in the oppression already from the macrocosm aspect of it, you're not already recognizing people because the first meeting I went with my wife and 2 children. Doesn't that show somebody who was willing to be part of something? I went with my wife and 2 kids. Even somebody in that meeting said that he can't remember the last time he went to a meeting with his wife, that I challenged them, that they've been coming to the meeting, but nobody comes with his family. So I
Where?
was really willing.
Where? At where?
In just here, in just here.
Oh, okay.
So
So they have.
I was willing. So
They have.
yeah,
Their,
they have a group in just here. They are everywhere. They have a group even in Sokoto. They have a group even in Katsina.
so listen.
But because
Where
they are in
you?
the north, they
Let,
operate silently.
listen, Mr. Oraka. When you went to the meeting,
When I went to where?
when you went to the meeting, were you the only
To the what?
to the meeting?
To
To the meeting. When you went
not
to
they
the,
speak for now for me now. Not they
okay.
speak to the meeting. You can't say to the meeting. To the meeting.
Okay. When you went to the meeting, were you the only were you the only non-Igbo person?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In your mind, that does not send any message or signal to you that
It didn't show that. And I was in that meeting not because of the effort of those meetings trying to not sorry, let me take that again. I was in that meeting not because of the effort of those people in that meeting bringing me there. I was actually in that meeting because of the pressure of people abroad, of one guy they call Patrick, oh, I forgot his surname. Because of the pressure of people that who made it somehow that in order to prove that I was actually fighting the caliphate, I should join IPOB. And believe me, I'm saying this with all my truthfulness in me that I didn't know what IPOB represented. I didn't know anything about IPOB.
Okay.
I was moved more to prove that whatever I'm saying against the caliphate was real.
Okay.
So when I joined it, I didn't see any space that says that okay, the Robos are part of us, the Edos are part of us. You get me? I instead saw a people who are just focused on re-establishing, not necessarily dominance. Actually, let me be fair to them. Not necessarily the dominance of Igbos. You understand me? I just say people who wants to re-establish themselves because they believe that Nigeria has sustained them based on the Wazobia concept. And I must say this, the problem of Nigeria is this Wazobia thing, but we'll save that discussion for another topic, this Wazobia thing.
So
now I believe that these are a group of people who believe that in the Nigerian power play, they have been shortchanged. They are supposed to be the power determinant. When the Yorubas have this part, the Hausas have this part, they too should have one part. But they are angry that in the whole power play, they've been totally knocked out. But what I was angry was that the political power is just one aspect of power, because we have political power, we have economic power, and we have social power. The Igbos as we have today are 90% in control of economic power. That is one aspect of power. Even the political power. Not that I'm making a case for the caliphate or the cabal, but at least we have seen a situation whereby the cabal have shared their power. They allowed Obasanjo to rule for 8 years and Goodluck Jonathan for 6 years. You get me? So I was trying to tell them that, look, I am not saying that you don't have a right to fight that Igbos have been shortchanged, but don't make it solely about Igbos.
okay.
Make it about the region. But they are angry that this aspect, this ideology, the regional ideology I'm bringing into the struggle, they don't like it. They want me to make the struggle about an ethnic ideology. And I said, no, don't make it about Igbos. If you make it about a regional quest, then you understand the need to get the Edos by your side. You understand the need to get the Jaws by your side. You understand the need to get the Robos by your side. But once you make it an ethnic struggle, you go alone.
Mr. Oraka, the title of the group, to me, is already saying what the group is all about. The objective of the group, Biafra. They said IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. What does that mean? The Biafrans.
Now, you are bringing point now. This NSAS thing was one episode that sealed my my conviction about IPOB. Now, the NSAS thing was not planned, was not orchestrated. It happened naturally.
Yeah.
That was why it didn't have a religious coloration.
No.
It didn't have an ethnic coloration.
The
It didn't have a regional.
The neutrality was there.
It didn't have a It didn't have a regional coloration, and it didn't have somebody or group of people who were in charge. It was just an avalanche that was catalyzed by a common anger by the people of Nigeria, saying that the government has shortchanged us. And it was going smoothly. It was going smoothly. All of a sudden, because Nnamdi Kanu felt that if this thing goes the way it is going to outshadow him, because this was an NSAS process that had the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas, everybody fighting for one reason. From nowhere, this man came and said that he is the one in charge. And the whole thing collapsed and died. There are videos. The videos are all there. Every time I'm saying that videos I watch, you know his voice, I know his voice. Where he said that he is the one who, in fact, let me not say what I don't want to say, because these are violent people and they have the capabilities of, so let me not say, but the bottom line is this. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting there's a genuine problem that Nnamdi Kanu has identified. Please, if anybody is saying that what Nnamdi Kanu is said about Nigeria and the injustices in Nigeria is wrong, tell that person that I said, no, sir. Nnamdi Kanu has a genuine reason to be angry. But where I am angry with him is that don't make this anger, or don't make the problem of Nigeria as a problem that only the Igbos should be angry about. Or don't make it look as if that because the Igbos are angry,
Mr.
and
Uraka,
the rest of,
I blame you for everything. I blame you for everything. You cannot come to a group that is sending the message. You saw the message before you joined the group saying Biafra.
No.
People of Biafra.
No.
Now you are
Biafra.
Let me finish.
No. You are making a mistake here. You are making a mistake here. You are making a mistake here. No. You are making a mistake here. The mistake you are thinking that Biafra is an Igbo orientation. Yes. Biafra is not an Igbo orientation. Biafra, the name Biafra has nothing whatsoever Biafra has no relationship whatsoever with Igbo. Now, because these people have this technique of translating anything as sound Igbo to make it Igbo, they tell the world that Igbo, they say Bia is come in Igbo, then Farah, Biafra. They say Farah is a condition Igbo.
Mr. Uraka, I disagree with you. I totally disagree with you, because
let me tell you how you
Biafra war happened during the war. What happened during the war, the Biafra war? You know the history. How Ojukwu wanted to create this Biafra land at that time that exacerbated the war. So today you are telling me that Biafra has nothing to do with the Igbos. And this group was titled. Let me finish. You saw this group titled the Indigenous People of Biafra. You volunteered to join the group. And when you became a member of the group, we were trying to change their objective. These people have already structured their objective before you came to the group. You cannot change them. You understand?
Now,
you cannot change them.
I know where you are coming from. Now I know where you are coming from.
That's what I wanted to say.
Now I know where you are coming from. Let me explain that.
The group and trying to change the objective, and of which they have their leader already. So
that is where the problem came from. Precisely where the problem. Now, I thought you were missing the point. That is where the problem came. That is where the problem came from. Now you see, but where you also do, you forget where I said that. If not that I'm an Roboman, I am a Northerner. My name should have been Abdul Kadir or Ibrahim. You forget the fact that I said I was born in the north, grew up in the north. But my father and mother is Urobo. That's why I have passion for my heritage. You get me? So I didn't know. In fact, in school, let me tell you, when I was writing my JAM, I was very, 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 very good in economics. Very, 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 very good in biology. Very, very, very good in mathematics. But English, English was also very good, but they said you must choose one course if you want to read the arts. You must take one where English is general. So I was picking economics and biology, and then government. It was government I was failing that didn't give me my score in government will come 33, 22. You get me? That was why I didn't pass my 2 jams that I wrote. Because I didn't know anything. I hated government. I hated government with a passion. So because when I heard the Macpherson's constitution, this thing constitution, the history of war, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. I didn't know that one day I'll be the one now talking. I'll be a major player in analyzing politics. So I didn't know it, and I didn't know at all. So, but what people also don't know is that I don't know till now. I didn't know anything about politics. What I do have is I have this instinctive ability to assess political variables and use common sense to interpret where these variables are tending. So I have this ability to assess political variables, and tell you where these variables are trending. That's what I do. So that's if I know anything about politics.
So 2 things they complained to me about you, that one, you are promoting hate messages about the Biafrans on social media. 2, they gave you a lot of money when you were their group member. Brother Henry the other day was complaining about the stereotyping all Igbos as the same. So 3 things that Igbos are complaining about you. So if there is any way you can change this narrative, because
let me correct something here. Even you, Nekpe, they are twisting the narrative to also confuse you. Now let's get one thing straight. The Biafran agitators don't claim that they are fighting for a certain group of Igbos. They tell you that they are fighting for all Igbos. True or false?
But there are some person like the other guy that I saw his video the other day.
Don't dodge the question. Nekpe, I will not allow you to dodge this question.
Yes.
IPOB that is fighting for the restoration of Biafra never claimed that they are fighting for a group of Igbos who believe in this ideology. Look, they tell you that they are fighting for all Igbos. True or false?
Mr. Raka, according to what I heard from Nnamdi Kanu by himself, when he came to Toronto, I went to the event to cover.
I will not allow you to twist the perspective. IPOB Biafra never claimed they are fighting for a group of Igbo people. They tell you that they are fighting for Igbos, even the Igbos in Benue State, the Igbos in Adamawa State. Forget the. And the reason why the fact that they tell that they are fighting for the Igbos in Edo State is an excuse to say Edo is Igbo. The fact that they claim that they are fighting for the Igbos in Delta State is an excuse to add Delta State to the Biafra. The fact they say that they are fighting for the Igbos in Benue State is an excuse to add Benue to the Biafra. So the group of Igbos that come to tell that IPOB does not represent Igbos.
Nnamdi Kanu didn't say he's fighting for Igbos in Edo State. When he came to Toronto here, he didn't. He said Edo State is part of the Biafra land. That is what he said.
We are saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. The reason why he said Edo is Biafra. Let me tell you something that happened very recently. The Northern youths recently issued a communique that says that they've agreed that Biafra should carry out their much talked about referendum. They said they agree. Immediately after that communique, Nnamdi Kanu posted something on his Facebook page saying that they are not happy. He's happy, but point of correction, that Biafra includes South and Southeast. Which means the Biafra, if this referendum is going to take place, it must take place in the South that you know today and the Southeast that you know today. So I actually don't want, because my concern here, my concern here is to answer the question: am I stereotyping the hatred for Igbos? That is the concern, and that is the focus of this topic. That's the focus of this program. Now,
Yes.
let me quickly answer this question, because before events overtake the opportunity for me to answer this. If you are an Igbo man trying to change my identity and you say I hate you, yes. If you are an Igbo man trying to annex my region without due consultation, agreement, and discussion, and you say I hate you, yes. If you're an Igbo man and you said, okay, my ethnicity as an Urhobo man is not important, therefore I should jettison my ethnicity and embrace the ethnicity of the Igbo man, and because of that I hate you, yes. But you are, if you are that Igbo man that believes in equity, irrespective of your population, irrespective of the irrespective of the fact that you claim you are wise, you are everything, if you are that Igbo man that pursues this equilibrium among the region, I like you, I love you, I would die for you.
Mr. Raka, and
Yeah.
the mistake was done at the beginning, you joining the group at all. So you didn't do your research properly before joining the group.
I agree totally.
And you took money from there after
No. Please, people, let me took money from them. No, I did not. No. The statement you make suggests I took you are saying in the affirmative
that
I took money from. No, but you didn't. You are saying now, you didn't say that they said. You said, and you took money from them. It's an affirmative statement coming from you. I did not take money from IPOB. Rather, people who were fascinated by my ingenuine contribution on social media felt they needed to help me.
Okay.
And I accepted. It was a case of offer and acceptance. Let me tell you, if I wanted money, I will not have brought my page down. Your page, you don't have up to 45,000 followers. I've seen your page. I have 45,000 followers. But I brought it down. Imagine 45,000 followers 2 years ago. What do you think the followers will be like now? Now, they were saying that it was IPOB that made me had those type of followers. I got angry. I said, okay, well, to prove that I don't need it, I'm not doing it because of popularity, I brought the page down. And I started a new one. The new one I have just have 4,000. I am not interested in this popularity or followers or bullshit. Even you've seen some of my videos and you felt like posting it on what? It's no problem. I have not met you to say, I saw the last video you posted on Nebo TV is trending. On my page, it has just 600 views. On your page, it has about 17,000 views. I have not asked you, Nekwe, I see on my video, how far wide? No, because my focus is that the message should go. So whatever channel, in fact, I'm accepting this interview now because I know in my page, it won't go far. But in your page, it will go far. And whatever thing that comes to it, I don't care. I am not interested. I'm not interested in this. So those people who are selling this idea are trying to paint a picture that I'm a money monger, that I love money. Whatever I'm doing because of money. But the proof that I have there shows that I am not a money monger. If I wanted money, do you know that I don't have a YouTube page? Let me use your phone to tap. Do you know I don't have a YouTube page?
Yes, I know that.
I don't have a YouTube page. Do you know how many people have told me that I should open a YouTube page, that the videos I'm making will make a lot of money for me? But I told them that if I open that YouTube page and I now make it because of money consideration, I will start saying rubbish. What I do is that when I have an inspiration on a topic, I browse over it, chew over it, and then I come and make it. That's why most of my videos have going viral. I think I have about 30 or more videos that have gone viral. The first video I made that went viral, I was the only one who stood in the north and challenged Buhari and gave my address where I'm staying, and I dared them to come and arrest me. Of all these people that have been saying that I have liver, who has done that? Who has done that?
Okay, sir.
If
And
I
you
want
have done.
money, will
You
I?
have done.
If I have
Yes.
money, will I stay? If I have money, if I'm doing this because of money, will I stay in? Somebody called me and said that they are coming to. I said, okay, don't even stress yourself. I will be on Just Bridge around 2 o'clock. Please come and meet me. I went there 2 o'clock. Nobody came. So when it comes to all these people,
So
there in
there's
UK making video, and then you trying to paint me that I'm doing. I am not doing this thing for
okay,
money.
sir. Let me
I am
quickly
doing
add
this
this
thing
one before.
for people to hear my contribution. I'm doing this for people to hear my contribution, and I still believe 100% believe that the only way we can checkmate the cabal is a forum that unites the entire South. So all this Midwest group, Benin group, Ijaw group, Biafra group, Odua group, we are just exercising our sentiments. It will not lead us anywhere. I am one person who still believes that the only group that will checkmate the North with whatever exercises they are doing is for the Biafra group, Midwest group, Ijaw group, Robo group, Niger Delta group, and all the 1,000 group that everybody is forming in that group to come together and form one single unit group that will challenge the North. Which is why I'm happy today that the governors of the South are waking up. At least they did one meeting, they've done the second meeting. At least every meeting they did has shaken the North. The second meeting, and which they said that the governors of the presidency of Nigeria must come to the South. That is politics. For the
Mr.
first time, the South is playing politics. And let me use your channel to tell the world now that I opened a Facebook page. Presidency must come to South in 2023. Please go and search it and join. Let us fight that. If you're in a system and the system is not favoring you, you must fight to take control of the system. It's not like a computer. If I have the keyboard, I will program the computer the way I like. But if you, Nekpe, have the keyboard, you will program the computer the way you like. So let the South fight to take the keyboard of this computer and put in our own program. Change this computer, the way the computer operates, based on how we want it. We cannot allow this keyboard to be in the hand of the North. Why all we do is just, why they put that keyboard? You are marginalizing me. You
Yes,
are
sir.
killing us. You are doing
Yes,
this thing.
sir.
Change this keyboard and change the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I would say, from what you have been doing, we all appreciate your activism. You are taking that risk. You live in the North, and you